So I'm sure you heard about the phrase, my recruiter lied. How? I get it. There's probably some truth to it, but I kind of really want to know how your recruiter lied. If you're already in the Army or you just enlisted, let's look at the process and your interaction with the recruiter and find a way how he could have lied. I really want to know, because today's day and age, you have YouTube, you have Google, you have everything available, and the information about the recruiting process and how to join the Army is available online. It's nothing sensitive about the information. And sometimes when I hear people, my recruiter lied, it just kind of makes me think, how? Because if you look at their enlistment process, right? You go to the recruiting station, you sit down, you get your information. But for the most part, especially today, a lot of people that goes to the recruiting station already done their research. And if they haven't, they probably will fact check the recruiter anyway. And I get maybe the part that I could see where the recruiter might have lied is if you wanted to back out of your contract. But then again, I made so many videos about that. If you can back out in your enlistment, if there are any repercussion. And if you don't know, you don't know. But I'm here to tell you, you can. And there's no repercussion whatsoever. You're not going to go AWOL. That's not true. Because when you're enlisting in the Army, you are not really active duty until you ship out. That's why if you join the active duty Army, there's 2 swear-ins. The first swear-in is after you've passed the medical exam, after you finish your ASVAB, you pick a job and you have a ship date. You swear in for the first time. That's called Delayed Entry Program, or also known as Future Soldier Program. And then on that ship date, you actually go back to MEPS again and re-sign a new contract, putting you on active duty. And once you leave, then you're on active duty. You can still back out, but there's going to be repercussion. It's going to be a different kind of discharge. It's tougher to get out of it. But for the most part, if you haven't shipped yet, you can back out. And in the reserve, you join the Army, even though we call it the assess the same day, which means you're part of the Army Reserve the moment you swear in. There's only one swear-in ceremony if you join the Army Reserve. You can still back out, though. I'm still thinking about it. Where could they lied? Ooh, how about this? The jobs. That's probably what it is. So when you go to your recruiting station, you pass the medical, or even before the medical, you just need an ASVAB. Actually, you just need a practice test on the system to actually start looking at the job or reserve the job. Maybe that's the part where they could have lied, allegedly. Where, this is not available. It's not going to be available forever. It's not going to come out. Maybe. That's the only thing. But other than that, looking at the aspects of the recruiting process, they might just not know. But what would they not know, though? Because the recruiting process is very, very simple. You take the ASVAB, based on your scores, you pick a job that's available to ship out. And if that job is not available now, it will be available eventually. You might have to wait a little longer. You just keep checking with your recruiter. And then you take the medical exam. And even the medical exam right now, you can't just hide stuff anymore, because we have what we call Genesis, which means they have access to all your medical records. So you can't hide stuff. So you just got to be truthful going to the medical at MEPS. And then if MEPS finds something disqualifying, they're just going to disqualify you right off the bat. And then the service will initiate a medical waiver. And they're pretty quick about it now because of Genesis. Probably 3 weeks, maybe less, depending on how or what kind of medical waiver you need. And for the most part, you don't even need to submit medical documents anymore because they have access to your record. The only document you might need to submit is a reevaluation to dispute whatever disqualifying medical condition you might have. And then after that, you swear in for a certain amount of years. I don't know. I'm really wondering, because I see a lot of comments on my YouTube channel that, hey, your recruiter lied or my recruiter lied. Maybe there's one too. There's actually one that commented it was a Navy though, that this guy was saying that my recruiter lied about the life on the ship. Could be legit. How could it be a lie, maybe? See, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that, because the Navy recruiter, was giving his opinion about his experience on the ship. Maybe the ship didn't have Wi-Fi. And then he said it did. I don't know. If I were talking to you about my military career, how could I lie about it when, let's say, I'm talking to you as a possible person that will join the Army? What are the things that I would lie about? Because a lot of people think that recruiters get bonuses, monetary bonuses when they enlist more. They really don't. They get paid the same. Because when you go into recruiting duty, they pay you special duty pay for being in recruiting. It's a flat rate. Whether you didn't enlist anybody 1 month compared to the person that enlists 100 in a month, they're the same. The other guy would just get accolades and awards, maybe get promoted because he was good at his job. Other than that, there's no monetary value for performance. However, there is some incentives out there for recruiters, but not across the board. It's not available in the entire footprint of the states. Some cities, some states will have incentives wherein recruiter will get extra, I think it was $75 if every enlistment, if that enlistment ships out for training, and then he gets another certain amount. But those are like chunk change, man. It's chunk change. You don't want to lie about stuff just to get $75. Come on. Really, I really want to know. That's why I'm making this video. So do me a favor, put in the comments below on what are the instances that you think a recruiter might have lied to you or to somebody that you know. I really want to know, and I want to dive deep into it and see if that's the case. And if it is the case that recruiters are lying, then that's a good place to start to solving a problem. Why they lied, what they lied about, and see if we can expose some of that stuff. I seriously want to know. I actually was thinking about making a live stream about it so you guys can interact directly. Let me know if that's something you guys want to do, but I'm really curious. If you found value, and well, I don't know if you can find value because I'm the one asking questions. Or maybe if you found value about the simplicity of the process of recruiting, if you're not clear about how the process works, well, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the High-Speed FNG. Stay new, and I'll catch you in the next video.